Sup, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold, and over the past few years, I have put out a lot of World of Warcraft content. And within that content, I've dispersed my own ideas, my own opinions, my own suggestions, and ultimately, my own vision as to where I think the game should go. But one thing I've never done is taken a step back and actually explained the driving force behind all of those videos. Why do I endure so much hatred? Why do I endure so much harassment? People tell me to kill myself whenever I put out a video saying that I think something should be changed in the game. People tell me that I hate casual players. People tell me that I should quit the game. People tell me that I'm the worst person in the community. People tell me that Blizzard should ban me. They tell me every single possible thing, and to tell you guys the truth, none of it bothers me at all. I don't care one fucking bit. Because I believe that what I really want to make sure that people experience is something that I experienced whenever I was young. And I want to make sure that the kids that are my age whenever I started playing the game, the kids that are 16 now, 14 now, even maybe 20 or however old they are, I want to make sure that they're able to experience the same thing that I experienced whenever I started the game. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And I wanted to illuminate and explain the driving force behind basically my channel, really. I like making guides. I like making all of that stuff. But one thing that I really care about that really means a lot to me is to make sure that kids now are able to experience the same thing that I was able to whenever I was young with World of Warcraft. And I want to explain that to you guys today. Now, before I begin, I do want to say one thing, is that a lot of people are going to think this is stupid. A lot of people are going to think it doesn't matter. And I don't care. The reason for that is because a lot of people don't really have the same experiences or the same opportunities to win, to succeed, to excel, to pull ahead, to be special, to be more than what they are, based on a number of different circumstances. They could be physically unfit, they could be physically unattractive, there could be a million different things that are holding them back in life. And I felt like World of Warcraft gave people a window and an opportunity to be put on an even playing field with everybody else. And the people that were able to succeed, the people that were able to win, did that because of their own efforts, their own time, and their own determination. And nowadays, I don't really feel like that same feeling is attainable. And that's something that bothers me more than any other casual player getting a 925 piece of gear in LFR. Now, ultimately, whenever I started playing this game, I was 16 years old. I was a fucking loser. And to be honest, everybody was a fucking loser whenever they were 16. You don't know anything, you have no skills, you're just a kid, right? And I felt like that was really all I was. And I started playing World of Warcraft, and I started playing this game, and I started taking it very, very seriously. I would come home, and I would play this game all the time. I would go online, and I would look up different things about this game. And I would play, and I would succeed. I would interact with other people. I would build into guilds. I would get into guilds. I would do different things with other people, and I would use that as a way to kind of show myself that I was more than what I was. That I was more than just some 16-year-old loser that, got C's in school. And that experience to me was what really kind of made me the person that I am now. And you might say that's a bad person or not, but I feel like it gave me a lot of confidence, and I feel like a lot of other people got to experience the exact same thing. Now, ultimately, I got into that game, and I got to level 60, I got into raids, and especially whenever the Burning Crusade came out, I was the person leading those raids. I was the person telling people that were the same age as my teachers at school who were calling me stupid or telling me that I'm late on an assignment or whatever. I'm the person calling them stupid. I'm the person telling them what to do. And the best part about it was that they were listening. And for a kid that doesn't really have that experience, that doesn't really have that chance to really prove themselves on an even playing field, they have no context for what they can really be. And that's why I feel like it's so important to make sure that this game facilitates and cultivates that experience. That's what's always been important to me ever since day one with this channel. I want to make sure that the 16-year-old, the 14-year-old, the 18-year-old, the 25-year-old neckbeards of today had the same experience that I did back then. So the things in the game that I feel like you can't lose. If you can't lose, then you can't win. You can't give people rewards. The reward that I got out of that stuff was not a piece of gear. It was never really about the loot. The loot, whenever you saw somebody in Stormwind or Ironforge with really good raiding gear, it wasn't the stats on the loot that really mattered. It was what people knew getting that loot took to get. They knew that meant putting in so many hours to get resistance gear, putting in so many hours inside guild politics, putting in so many hours inside scheduled raids. Putting in all of that effort is what made that have value. So whenever somebody actually got to that point themselves, that was it was a sense of accomplishment. It was a sense of success, and it meant something to that individual. And it told that individual that you're not just a 16-year-old loser. You're not just a nobody. But whenever you have the chance, you can succeed. And that's been something that I feel like the game has lost over the years. And that's something that I feel the game needs to have. That's why people play since vanilla. That's why people play since Burning Crusade. There are a lot of people who had that same experience that I did, and there's nothing that's going to replace that. I know I will never have that experience again. I can never go back and relive Burning Crusade. I can never go back and relive Vanilla WoW. There's nothing that I can do that will even take me close to that. But the problem, and what scares me and what bothers me, scares a little bit over-exaggerating. What bothers me and what upsets me is that I am worried that the people today, the kids today, the Asmongolds of today, potentially, will never have that experience. That's why I advocate for what I do. I don't hate casual players. I used to be one. I've been one intermittently. I don't care if they have cool stuff, but I want them to know that that stuff is cool. And they can't do that if it's just given to them. I want them to earn it. I want to give them the opportunity to succeed and the privilege to lose. So without one, the other one doesn't matter at all. So that's basically it. That's why I really care. That's why I put all the effort into these videos. That's why it doesn't bother me at all whenever people are telling me that I'm terrible or something like that. Because I believe the experience that I had changed my life for the good. And I feel like a lot of other people experience the same thing. And I want to make sure that the kids today get to do the exact same thing that I was able to then. So that's the truth. That's what it's all been about. Talked about this on my stream before, but I've never made a video and actually clarified it in a solid form. So there you go. If you were one of those people, go ahead and let me know. It's always good to know that I'm not alone. But anyway, until next time, thanks a lot for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe.